Hey guys, Coach Ben here, bigbenchas.com, and today we're going to talk about how you can avoid elbow pain while bench pressing. Typically, if you're getting elbow pain, one, look at how much times you're benching. So usually it can be an overuse type of thing. So the frequency in which you're benching, how much benching you're actually doing, that's where I would start looking. But then second, what we're going to cover here is typically because you're not aligned well in the bottom position of the bench. So when you go to transfer force, your elbow is not directly under your wrist and you're not putting direct force into the bar. Your elbow's kind of hanging out in an awkward position and it just wear and tears over time. Right, because you got this huge load coming down, and if your elbow's not in a good stack position, ready to take that weight, right, it can start to eat away at some of the structure and tissue, just cause some overuse issues there. All right, so I'm going to talk about what we can do on the alignment side of things. Now, if this stuff doesn't work for you, all right, if you start to, if you continue to experience elbow pain and just correcting alignment doesn't seem to do it, then I would go and see if you can get looked at by a PT, because you might have some kind of underlying tissue restrictions or something that's not moving right. And that I can't analyze for you, okay? But I can show you how to go about benching in a better way. So we're going to talk about alignment here, all right? So when we're set up here in a bench, these are the common faults that I'll see. All right, and this can cause you elbow issues over time. All right, so if you take the bar out, first one, over tucking too much. So if you're here and you lead with the elbows come down, they start to shoot in a bit. This bottom position is no good. Okay, over time, that's going to wear on your elbows a bit. All right, if you are in a very wide grip, all right, this is the widest grip, index on the ring, and you're over tucking, that's a lot of torque that can be placed on the elbow. All right, and I'm not in a good position. Either I'm here or I'm too far down. And that's the other thing I want to get to is dump touching. Okay, dump touching is another alignment issue. We come down here, right, we're in a good spot, but then right there at the bottom, right, we tend to dump it down, the elbows swing back, and then in order to press that weight, you see a lot of lifters do this, they have to do this. They have to swing under the weight. All right? That's the only way you're going to be able to press back, because if you're not in an aligned position, if I was to press from this position, that would be my press. Okay? That's an aligned press. So in order to get that bar moving back, someone's going to have to scoop underneath. And you see this often. They go like this to press. Okay? We don't want that. That's going to cause some wear and tear on the elbows over time. That also goes for those who flare out very early, all right? So if you take that out and you see someone flare out in this position and they end up pressing like this in this real awkward flared out position, that's something that has to be addressed through technique, because that's going to wear and tear on your elbows anytime you're in this type of position where your wrists are actually like inside your elbows. And that happens often with close grip. People think they can close grip here, right? And the elbows are flared out. This is not a good position to put your elbows or your shoulders, okay? So make sure, even when you're close gripping, that you're in a good alignment, all right? And always, this is what a good alignment looks like for when you're benching regularly. And this will help you stay out of that elbow pain, all right? Whatever grip I have, I'm adopting a touch point, right, where my elbow is right under my wrist, okay? So that's pretty direct right there. And then boom, I can fire back. Boom. So you can see my wrist is not inside nor outside my elbow. My elbow's right under my wrist, and I can fire that bar back. I don't have any excess flare, nothing like that. Okay, so talking good alignment, putting on a little weight, gotta swing from under the bar there. So we're talking good alignment, right? That's going to help avoid that elbow pain that you might be experiencing while benching. All right, there's nothing wrong with benching that should cause you these types of issues. If you do everything correctly and you're engaging the right muscle groups, benching is a safe and effective exercise, and you can really bench long term without any issues. You just have to make sure technique's in order and then there's no underlying issues, why I suggest going to see a PT if it continues. All right, thanks for watching. Coach Ben here, and you know where to meet me. On a bench.